Hey there everybody, Reload here, and I'm bringing you the last episode of the Exploration Character series. I've shown you the exploration basics, including the combat sites and hacking minigame. If you haven't seen those videos yet, please go back and take a look. But the last thing I feel that I should discuss are the T2 exploration ships. You may already have an idea of the ship that you'd like to fly, but I would like to go over the subtle differences between these covered ops ships. When it comes to exploration bonuses, these ships are virtually identical to each other. You can pretty much ignore the ship bonuses towards DPS, as likely you'll never install a turret on them. But the ship's attributes is where we start seeing some differences. When it comes to maximum velocity, as one would expect, Minotaur's Cheetah is the fastest, with the Mars Anathema being the slowest. With regards to the cargo hold capacity, Minotaur's Cheetah is once again the winner. The Buzzard and the Anathema have the same capacity, and Galantis Helios has the lowest capacity available. It may not necessarily be the deal breaker when it comes to choosing the ship, but depending on your playstyle, every bit of extra capacity may prove to be useful. There are also some very important differences in power grid capacity, but I will address those when we look at the fits for each ship. And speaking of the fits, by the time you fly the covered up ships, you will already have an idea of your strengths and weaknesses. So with that in mind, I won't be recommending any particular rigs. Just pick the ones that you'll think you benefit from the most. Whether it's the gravity capacitor upgrade to increase the scan strength of your probes, or it's the emission scope sharpener to help you with hacking the relic containers. The choice is really up to you. So with that in mind, let's start taking a look at the fits. And I will start with the Anathema. The key distinction between all of these ships is the layout of the high, medium and low power slots. The availability or lack of these slots will dictate how we're able to equip this ship around the basic fit. And by the basic fit, I mean the covered ops cloak, the core prop launcher and the 2 analyzers. When it comes to the Anathema, we have 4 medium power slots available. In one of them I fit the micro warp drive, and the last available one is up to you. It's your choice between a scanning upgrade, like the pinpointing or range finding array, and a cargo scanner. I would personally recommend a scanning upgrade. The last remaining high slot available would probably benefit from a salvager. Traveling through low and nullsec, you may have a chance to salvage some wrecks. The 3 low power slots can be equipped depending on the level of safety you'd like to have. One option is to equip 2 nanofiber internal structures and an inertial stabilizer. That will increase your agility and maximum velocity. Alternatively, you can fit 2 warp core stabilizers. That'll give you a chance to warp out even if you warp scrambled. This is the basic fit you can use if you'd like to fly the Anathema. And now moving on to the Cheetah. This ship has got the same layout as the Anathema, the 3-4-3 configuration. But its one disadvantage is the diminished power grid. You will notice it right away when trying to fit the micro warp drive. To fix it, you can install the power core. That will provide you with enough power grid to fit the rest of the ship. As for the remaining 2 low power slots, once again you can install the warp scramblers or the nanofiber structures. The choice is yours. Moving on to the Buzzard, we now have a different power slot configuration. It's 3-5-2, which is very beneficial for scanning, but limits our options if we want to protect ourselves from the warp scramblers. Just like with the Cheetah, the Buzzard requires a power core, otherwise we won't be able to fit the micro warp drive. But the availability of an extra medium power slot gives us the flexibility of installing extra scanning upgrades or a cargo scanner. But it's totally up to you if you want to install 2 scanning upgrades to make scanning easier. As for the remaining low power slot, I recommend installing nanofiber internal structure there. I would personally prefer to have a high velocity as opposed to a single warp stabilizer. And last but not least, we have the Helios. This covered ops exploration ship is my personal favorite. It has the unique configuration of 2-5-3, which is the total opposite of Buzzard. Right off the bat, we do lose the ability to fit the salvager in the high slots, which, depending on the way you play, may not be that big of a deal. It's very rare that I personally encountered wrecks in low and nullsec that are worth to be salvaging. But of course, I always see them when I do not have the salvager fitted. That's the irony of Eve in full effect. But that is pretty much the only shortcoming that this ship has. The 5 medium slots allow me to install everything that I want to install, including the scanning upgrade and a cargo scanner. And the 3 low power slots give me an option of installing 2 warp core stabilizers, letting me have the sense of a bit of extra safety, along with the nanofiber internal structure to once again increase my maximum velocity. But there is one additional bonus to this ship. Staying true to its Calente roots, it has the capacity to hold one drone, meaning that you can have a salvaging drone if you really feel like you need a salvager, or you can bring an ECM drone for extra protection. With all of this in mind, the only remaining shortcoming of this ship is that it has the smallest cargo space available of all the T2 exploration ships. But besides that, this ship is my personal favorite for exploration. I use all of these ships interchangeably in my exploration, and all of them would definitely get the job done. But as you can see, there are differences in the way each ship should be fitted and piloted. I hope you factor in this information when you're trying to figure out which ship to train for. And on this note, I would like to conclude the exploration character series. I'm not sure if I'll be doing any follow-up videos like I did with the mining character series, but if something comes up in the comments, I will revisit this topic for sure. Thanks for watching everybody, I hope you find this information useful. As usual, please comment on this video if you have any questions. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more EVE Online and other gaming videos. Now that YouTube Gaming is live, you can find me live streaming random games both on YouTube and on Twitch. If you see me streaming live, pop in to say hello. Once again, thanks for watching and have fun exploring out there.